Okay, those of you who wanted to know a little bit about wrapping, I'm going to show you 2 different types of wrapping. We would do this at the beginning of every one of our shoots or of our training workshops, always the same wrap. So you need a stretchy wrap, so you can have a plain one of the stretch knit ones, doesn't really matter as long as it's got some stretch in it. So, baby's all curled up on your lap, one foot is above the other, not on top of because it'll make it too bulky. And when you're wrapping, try and lean baby's bottom up against you because then you're going to create a little bit of a curl on the baby. They won't be too long. Make sure the hands are accessible because you'll want to retrieve those once baby's wrapped. So with your stretchy wrap, I'm going to go across the arms. If they're awake, this is a way of containing some of their movement. Okay, so that's your first wrap. Make sure it's nice and firm, not too tight though, but firm. And then over again, across the middle. Don't worry about the legs just for the minute. Nice squeaky sip. And this is when you're going to go around the bottom. So, baby's nicely curled up. You're going to bring that wrap around the bottom and to the back of their neck. So you're going to have a nice curve on baby there. So just keep those feet out. Round again. And then just tuck away any surplus. So you could go in there and retrieve baby's hands if you wanted to. So they're sort of reaching out, cupping over the top of the wrap. So that's one wrap. You can put them in a prop, put them on the beanbag. But then if you're going to be using a second wrap like I am here, the second wrap, you'll want to cover up baby completely. So it's another stretchy wrap. You just need that sort of much left to start your wrapping. The rest is underneath baby and to the side. So again, from the shoulder, you're going to go across the body and tuck it under the bottom. And again, you want that to be firm. If it's not firm, if baby is awake, then they will wriggle out. So a nice firm tuck in, and then this shoulder diagonally over underneath the bottom. Okay, so it doesn't really matter about these under layers. As you reach near the end of the wrap, you do want to start getting neater. So tuck the under, diagonally from the bottom up behind the neck. And then there's probably got one little bit left in here. Okay, so you can tuck under the bit that you don't want. Okay, so you can neaten up a little bit. Again, the hands, you can retrieve the hands here so you can see that the baby has got hands as well as a head. The sib doesn't really let me show you exactly how you place the hands, but they'll be peeping out from the top. So, baby's ready to go in a prop. We always start with a prop on our workshops and newborn photography shoots. If baby's a little bit unsettled, this wrapping should have settled them off. Okay, so we've got a nest here that I've prepped. There's a wedge behind there, a nice well here, so baby can sit in. Okay, if baby's head's too far back, you'll just tuck something else underneath baby's neck so you haven't got a complete lean on the back of the neck. So, Sandra, you'd do an overhead shot there, wouldn't you?
We would move the nest a little bit away from here, obviously, and have the lights coming, so it's skimming across the top of the baby's head, never light from the nose upwards.
So the light would be on the right-hand side for us, wouldn't it?
And shoot that way.
Okay, obviously you can add teddy bears, little hearts, change the accessory here to a hat. So once you've exhausted the prop poses, you can then move baby as is onto your beanbag. So our beanbag has got a nice flat safe surface. I've got one of our posing wedges here underneath. So baby's straight away into position onto the beanbag for your next set of images. So this will be our first image on the beanbag. Again,
So just
the
take
light
that.
source would be on the left here. Baby's head with the chin would be elevated so you can see the chin, and it would be facing towards the light. Okay, and then we've got our posing flow after that, which will have to be for another video.
Another video. You did very well, Sarah.
Thank you.